Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Here with Stephen K Amos at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Yeah.
Hi.
That's a pretty sweet way of starting a thing, right?
It's what is accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like to do, I'm not a professional interview guy. This is more of they get me in and I do this for a small amount of money.
You get paid.
Oh, look.
Well, that's a novelty.
Yeah. Petrol money.
It's something.
Yeah, I made a small loss on the Uber I got here, but...
Well, I walked.
Ah,
yeah.
So you're neutral.
Yeah, well, there's no budget for this show, so I walked.
Yeah.
But what would have really helped this show would have been a nice poster of myself as the backdrop. Africa Encha, thanks. That was well positioned.
Would you think of yourself as like some sort of, in my mind, right? I grew up in the suburbs of Melbourne,
right.
And the Comedy Festival's big here, but they think it's, this smallish group of people, friends from outside.
Yeah.
They don't realise that my 40-seat room is the thing that exists, They think you're the king of the festival, basically.
Oh, they don't.
Do you feel that?
No, because I've done festivals all over the world, but the difference with Melbourne, I think, is that the whole city gets behind it. I can't think of a festival that's quite similar where, there's a welcome by the mayor. When you arrive into the city from the airport, there are banners and that doesn't really happen.
Right.
So the whole city seems to be behind it and everyone knows the festival on. And I think you're right, because they see the Comedy Guard on TV, a lot of people think that is the festival.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. People stop me in the street and go, "Oh, I love your show at the gala, at the Comedy Festival." I said, "Oh, what, did you see the show? When did you see it?" "Oh, no, on the TV."
Yeah.
What, 3 minutes? With other people. That's not my show.
Yeah.
And if you go out and partake, I know the brochure is this thick and lots to see, you will see people in 20-seat rooms, 50-seat rooms, 800-seat rooms, and it's about, and quirky stuff as well. So it's about being a bit more open-minded and receptive to new ideas.
Yeah, totally. I think like a big chunk of Melbourne is aware of it, but there are pockets who just think it is the gala and the debate, and they'll come in and see maybe one big show, like a Stephen K Amos.
Well,
what do you play, like 3,000-4,000 a night? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rod Laver.
Rod Laver.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll play him. He loves it. No, basically, I think there's quite a few well-known comics who keep doing it. Because I used to keep coming back. My kind of style, they seem to get it. And I have seen the festival grow. When I first came here, I was not doing a big room, obviously. Nobody knew who the hell I was.
Yeah.
So, and it was a learning thing, And I first came here to do a package show, so there was 3 of us. And for some reason, I was asked to do a gala spot while I was doing that package show, which I believe is unheard of.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And then the next year I came back, I thought, I'll come and do a solo show, a little 100-seat room. And I think on the strength of that last year's gala spot and the gala spot I did for that year, that room was sold out. So we suddenly had to do like 7 extra shows in like an 800, 900-seater. And I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was doing 3 shows a day.
Wow.
That was a bit of a killer.
Yeah. Was it hard, the second and third shows?
Do you know, what was hard, I think, was the first show, because the first shows, the people who have already booked early or whatever, they kind of like you, but in that moment, you're still kind of worried about the next 2 shows.
Right.
And you must have done this before, where you have, where you do like 3 gigs a night maybe, and sometimes you have no idea where you are.
Yeah.
Or you might have spoken to somebody in the first show, and by the third show, you think that person is still in the audience. Kind of Groundhog Day moments. So what I used to do, I used to change my shirt, which gave me a sense of being somewhere else.
That's smart.
Even though I was in the same room.
Next time I do 3 shows to 900 people in a night, I want to take that on, I want to know that down, and bring 3 different shirts. I'm going to buy 2 more shirts.
You could shave.
I'll shave.
Yeah,
I'll shave, just gradually trim it down.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But then you'll regret it in the morning. So, where's my big manly beard?
Yeah, then what do I do the next day?
You have to buy one of those comedy beards.
Comedy beards.
Comedy fake beards. And just go, whoa.
Well, it's comedy
and then cut
beards.
that down.
And then the day after that, I guess just another comedy beard.
Burkas. Start wearing a burqa.
Trim the burqa down.
No, just take it off.
Take it off, okay. Yeah. Because I don't want to disrespect.
Or you can do what I did, just wear a t-shirt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just change it.
That would be way easier, actually.
Yeah.
I should probably have stuck to that in the first place.
Yeah, sorry. I took you down a different path.
How's your show going so far?
The show is going very well. I'm very happy with it. It premiered here last weekend. It's fun. Thankfully, there's too much of it because you know what it's like, particularly in these festival times. The turnover between shows is like 15 minutes, and that really isn't a long time.
Yeah.
So you have to keep the time. And this year I'm on at 7 o'clock, which is fairly early, really, because people have just left work or whatever, or traffic, and I get a constant trickle of people coming. I think 2 nights ago, someone came in at 40 minutes past. 40 minutes past the hour and sat in the front waving to his friends, which we could all see. And I'm like, mate, not only are you late, you're now pulling focus away from me.
Yeah.
Either sit down, be quiet, or hide in the back.
What a strange manoeuvre. You do get just oblivious people occasionally, right?
Well, that's why you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt, because it is an early time. It could be because of traffic. It could be something. So I'm not one of those cruel comics. I'm not like blah, 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 blah. Although I would ask the question if pushed, like, you know, mate, why are you not only late? Why are you now gesticulating to your friends? Because the way the theatre designed, anyone who's in the front stalls can be seen.
Yeah.
And I know the audience thinking, we can see that bloke, can't he?
Yeah.
And with comedy, even though you've got a show, if the audience feel that you're not in the moment, that something has happened, you've not dealt with it, then maybe you're not that funny.
Right.
Maybe you only rely on your scripted stuff. You know, obviously if that person's in the back, you can't see them, just move on. But it was such a distraction.
I imagine maybe to that guy as well, he might be one of those guys you used to just see on the TV, so he's not used to having you being aware.
Maybe he thought the stage show was a TV show being recorded, and he was at home, and I just magically appeared on his TV. Maybe that was it. I should have thought about that.
Yeah.
So we're learning from each other, man.
We are.
Yeah.
I'm somewhat of a teacher.
I'd like to think you are.
Yeah.
Because I take lessons very well.
Yeah, great. Do you need anything?
Other tips? Yeah. How do you pace yourself? For the month? Because it's a long week. It's a long month of festival. I think it's 5 weekends in total this year.
Yeah.
Although I'm not doing the third week. I'm going to Tasmania. So how do you pace yourself?
I don't, but I mean, I'm pretty relatively inexperienced, so I feel like that lesson's still to come for me.
No, but you must do something. You must do, I mean, how do you like, obviously you're doing interviews in the daytime, it's got to be sensible.
Yeah.
So do you, like, after your show, do you go out and hang out with the other comics? Do you go out to the late bars, like here at Trades Hall? Do you eat well? What's your regime?
I eat okay. I mean, I eat well early. Yesterday I had a chocolate muffin for lunch at 4, and that's when I thought, 4 days in, that's not a good sign.
A chocolate muffin?
A chocolate muffin.
For lunch?
For lunch at 4 p.m.
One chocolate muffin?
Yeah.
Are we at war?
I don't know what happened.
One chocolate muffin?
I was eating it going, this is not a good start.
That is not...
Week 1.
No. I'm asking you for advice.
Yeah.
Well, not even an apple or a banana.
Advices don't do that.
All right.
But I woke up this morning, I had Vitabrits. You know, I'm back on track.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like Weet-Bix.
Oh, we'd say Weetabix.
Like Weetabix.
All right. Ooh.
You know, that's healthy though, right?
You know, I can't eat cereal. I'll tell you why. When I was a kid, my parents made us have cereal every morning before school. So as an adult man now, I can't touch the stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you
Do you have it with hot milk or cold milk?
Cold milk.
The only way possible.
Yeah.
Who wants it mushy?
Who has it with hot milk?
Losers do.
Yeah, right.
It's not right.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's just like baby food.
The worst people.
Ugh, disgusting.
There's probably some of them watching now.
Put it down.
I've heard we've got some losers watching this. You do a lot of big TV stuff. This would feel similar to that, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean, look at this chair, it's great.
You would have been interviewed by Larry Ebder and people like that, you know, the pros.
Larry Ebder.
Richard Wilkins, you know, the big weights.
Oh, those guys, yeah. They always request me when we're in town.
Is it similar to that?
This is exactly the same
Rose
thing.
McManus, he would have interviewed
Lovely
you.
Rose, yeah, but I don't think he'd fit in that chair.
He wouldn't?
That's the problem.
He's quite big?
No.
So you're saying...
Do you know who we're talking about?
Rose McManus, yeah. Famously
tiny.
Tiny, right.
Tiny, that's the way.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen him in person.
He's around. I think he's doing a couple of shows.
He's back after a little bit of a break from festivals, I think.
Yeah, I've not seen that festival for a long time.
Yeah. Is that
Who
weird?
are you looking to see? Who are you looking forward to see?
Who am I looking forward to
We're thinking
seeing?
the wind-up.
Well, can I just answer? He's asked a very nice question.
Is there no editing facilities here?
There are editing facilities. They're
Yeah,
out
so
the
we
back.
can carry on going.
I saw David Quirk last night as one of my
Love
favourites.
him.
And it was great. Who am I looking forward to seeing? Have you heard of Nick Capper?
Nick Capper, no.
He does a wild show. These are local guys. I
Oh,
guess.
good. I want to hear about the
Angus Gordon, I reckon his show is amazing at the Forum in the Carpet Room.
Okay.
And it's a bit dark, and he's like quite, down tempo, slower pace, but
Okay.
very smart, crafted, darkish
Oh, good.
jokes.
Do you know the good thing about coming back to the Melbourne Comedy Festival after all this time is seeing the growth of the the Australian comedy scene.
Yeah.
Because unlike the UK, because of the way the country's laid out, to do like 10 gigs a week here is quite hard.
Yes.
But in the UK you can probably do 10, 12, and so the learning curve is quite quick. And then seeing the guys here really bringing out some good stuff is really, really, the scene is vibrant here.
Yeah, I think in the Melbourne scene there are more and more rooms you can get up at every week on different levels. I think it's in a pretty strong spot at the moment in Melbourne, which is cool. It's great to know that you're noticing that from the outside as well.
Oh, it's great, yeah. And I think, it's solidarity because we're very strange people, standing up on stage, telling strangers jokes, that's really weird.
It is weird. It is weird. Can I just ask one more question before
You can ask whatever you want. It's your show.
Yeah, all
Take
right.
over this place. Don't give a fuck about people doing that.
'Cause
They can edit this.
I think
They can edit this, Matt. You can do what you want.
Don't you
In fact,
dare
in the
edit
next
this.
shot, have your beard shaved.
All right. Yeah, really mess with them. Fuck the system. That bit will get edited out.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. Probably not. Who's
That's
got the time?
that's why I wore my do-rag.
Right.
You do know what this is, Matt?
I know,
right?
it's a do-rag.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I only asked because I've been wearing it now for a week in this country, and apparently nobody knows what the fuck it is.
Really?
Yes. Even going through immigration security at, I think it was Melbourne International Airport. I'm going through that security thing. The guy goes, "Excuse me, sir, can you take off your hat?" And I said, "It's not a hat." You know what he said next? "Head injury?" What? So I just went, "I think you'll find it's religious." At which point he apologised, backed off, and went go through.
Right.
It's a do-rag.
Religious will get you through.
I know, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
What I was curious to ask you, as you're probably one of the most travelled comedians out there. I think your show touches on that a bit this year. Is that right?
The show does, but it's actually quite tongue-in-cheek.
Right.
It's called World Famous, and if you see the blurb, it says that I've travelled around, and I have travelled around a lot this year. But I think that anyone on the planet can be world famous now in this age we live in because of the internet and whatever goes out online.
Yeah.
And we all know some aspects of the internet are kind of like really disgusting and dark. So it's kind of I'm trying to look back to the old days before the internet and where you got compassion from, where we got news from. So it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing.
I think we are running out of time apparently.
All right,
I'm getting my fourth or fifth wind up. So your show, people can see it 7 o'clock at the
It's 7
Athenaeum.
o'clock at the Athenaeum
In front of what is
Theatre.
5,000 seater.
Yeah, book early. Yes, we're on. We're not doing the middle week. Doing the last weekend, and we're doing 2 talk shows as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And
come to that.
people watching from Tassie should see you down there as well.
I know, Tasmania. Wow.
Great, I love it down there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to be right into it, I reckon.
It better be.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Stephen.
Cheers, Matt.
K
Thanks a lot.
Amos.
Nice one.
Cheers.